What's up, guys? Welcome back to RimWorld. This is going to be Season 3 of Alpha 9, and like I said in my channel update video, this is going to be with a mod. I looked through some mods, and I found one that I wanted to use. I found a few that I wanted to use, but then I found this one. It's called Better Than Sentry Guns, and it seems like a full overhaul of RimWorld. So I figured for Season 3, we would play with just Better Than Sentry Guns, and then afterwards, I'd see about maybe doing some other mods, because I think I am going to go ahead and do a Season 4, because there are quite a few mods and some of them look really entertaining. So maybe in like Season 4 we'll do something with zombies mod and like some combat mods and stuff like that. But real quick, I want to talk about what this mod is, if you guys don't know what it is. Alright, so I'm just pretty much going to read straight from the page, and I'll put a link in the video description if you guys have the game and you want to check out the mod to download. Installing it's really simple, you just pretty much copy paste files. But yeah, what is Better Than Sentry Guns? BTSG is a mod which attempts to create a deeper and more prolonged gameplay progression and to further refine the balance of the game in general. To this end, it includes revisions to the stock systems such as how crop grows, tweaks to the stats of various things such as research costs and trade prices, and a small number of new items and features. In general, it aims to make small adjustments to the way things work in order to have the maximum impact on gameplay. So real quick, what are the key features? Revised farming dependent on seeds to plant crops, delayed tech progression and a reworked tech tree, delayed access to turrets. So in order to build turrets in BTSG, you must both research the corresponding tech and either trade for specialized parts on the black market or harvest them from incapacitated mechanoids. And it looks like the black market will be represented by slave traders. And cooking on campfires. This isn't a big feature, but I just mentioned it here as if you don't know about it as a player, things will get pretty rough once you realize you don't have early access to stoves. So those are the main key features listed on the page, and that's the overview of what it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm a little nervous. There's a warning, like a disclaimer sort of, saying that the game can get pretty challenging, so the author of the mod doesn't recommend playing it on higher than rough, so I'm gonna, just take that and we're gonna play on rough. But let's go ahead and make a new world. The seed we're gonna name BTSG, and yeah, let's generate a world, see what we're gonna be playing on. Core Caroli 9, and what are we gonna play on? Well, this mod has me a little nervous, so hopefully Season 3 isn't a short season. If it is too short, then I will probably do just another season with this, because I feel like I should conquer it before I move on to other mods. So yeah, as for where we're going to spawn, I mean, this world looks pretty balanced. Maybe somewhere in the temperate forest. I've also been thinking about doing like a boreal forest area, so maybe something like that. We'll have a look in a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and make our new colony. I guess we'll do classic on just rough, which is 60% of the size of the normal waves of enemies, whereas challenge is 100%. So let's go ahead and we're going to play on Core Caroli. This is the world from our last season, which I think I'm going to delete, just so I don't get confused. Alright, so let's pick this world. Alright, now where are we going to spawn? Down here seems kind of interesting. I'm worried about the crops because I've read some of the posts saying that because you rely on seeds, the random event in the game where it's a blight has destroyed your crops can be really devastating, and a lot of people are switching over to hunting, and you really got to have backup reserves of seeds, because seeds are kind of expensive, because there are two different kinds of seeds, which I guess we'll see once we get in game. But some of them can only be used once, and the other ones will let you keep replanting and reusing seeds. So the growing has me kind of worried. I don't necessarily want to grow or spawn in an area with such a limited growing period. That's you can never grow anything here, I guess because of the mountains. What is that purple? Kindness's Valley, Outlander Town. They're probably going to try to hurt us. Yeah. So like I said, the growing period kind of worries me. What about somewhere over here? See, these also have really short growing periods. And I know it's because they're boreal forests and they get colder, but I guess we could do a greenhouse inside. That could be something. You know what? Let's spawn near the water. Let's play somewhere in the jungle. I wish there were mountainous areas near the water, because we really could have used some more rocks last season, it seemed like. I guess we did manage to get off the world. So yeah, we're gonna play here. So this little lake down here, if you're gonna play with me, Core Caroline 9, seed is BTSG, and we're gonna play in this little corner of the lake. And I'm gonna leave all of this stuff just default. So let's go ahead and pick that as our site, and let's get going with some characters. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time doing some randomization, hoping to find some good people. I really want people that can fire. None of these guys have the shooting skill. Oh my goodness, this guy won't even do it. So you know what? You're the first one that's going to get rerolled. Let's go ahead and reroll you. And the reason I'm doing this is because we can't actually build sentry guns, and I don't know when we'll be able to build them. So hopefully this will help out. I probably should have stuck with that one. I'm just kind of clicking through until I see a good balance of stats. Like this one, the assassin, he can actually do everything, which is nice, but he's also pretty good at combat. And it looks like he can help become a doctor. He's a psychopath, so yeah. A slowpoke, that kind of sucks. And a permanent negative mood effect in the form of pessimism. But you know what, we'll take Axel Hurtle as an assassin. He can be kind of our defender and sort of just back up at everything else, I guess. Let's look at our inventor. Gonna reroll her to the chef. I really would love to get an herbalist, so I think I'm actually just gonna reroll until I see an herbalist. He's pretty good with the 10 shooting. He's lazy and he's an optimist. Yeah, I want an herbalist. That's what I would like to have right now. So there's an herbalist, and you really suck at shooting, which kind of upsets me, and you also have too many points put in mining. So I want another herbalist. Why do I want an herbalist? Because I want the growing skill, and herbalists usually have really high medicine skills as well. And we're going to need that kind of, like, the mother of the colony, if you will, that kind of just takes care of everyone. This actually might be good. The janitor, really good at medicine, not medicine. That's not a thing. Really good at medicine, pretty good at cooking. He can already make the fine meals, and I mean, he does have kind of crap combat skills, but we can make him do some hunting to skill that up. Axel likes growing, so we have that, and we do have the chef down here, which he's good at growing and cooking, but he can't shoot at all. So goodbye, Tanya. And we really do need someone that can do like research and stuff, and we also need someone that can do wardening as well. So social and research are going to be things I'm looking for right now. Really high social, but can't fight at all because it's an empath. I'm assuming most or all empaths can't fight. I've never had one that would fight. Yeah. Got some research, got some art. Social's actually decent too. Can't fight though. It's killing me. Here's another one. No, you're not super great. But oh, and your name's Prissy. Your nickname's Prissy. I think we have to take you just for some nostalgia from season 2. So it looks like Prissy will do some research and be our warden. We'll have her and Ogre. I just noticed the name Ogre. Brett Ogre Hart. Her and Ogre can go do some hunting to up their shooting skills so it gets a little higher with what am I saying? It gets near Axel's skill. And do we have some mining? It looks like everyone will do a little bit of everything. But I really wanted to get at least one person with a good shooting skill right off the bat. That way they could help out. We don't really have, well, I guess Ogre is really good at medicine. So we'll have Ogre do the cooking and the doctoring. Prissy will be our researcher and our warden. And they'll all kind of do a mix of the manual labor stuff. Axel will probably be our main grower, and we'll have these two do some mining. Yeah, that should work out. Let's go ahead and get this started. We'll look at him real quick though. Prissy was a shelter child and an RimWorld entrepreneur. She's psychically dull and nervous, so that kind of sucks. Ogre, The janitor was a frightened child, and then a starship janitor. He's incapable of scary, I don't know what that means. He's a prostophile, so he wants to be a robot. And a fast walker, that's cool. Iron-willed, mental break threshold -9, that's pretty good. The pessimism sucks. We've already looked at Axel, but the pessimism still sucks. The psychopath, I'm curious, it says... Alright, so you can cannibalize in this game. I'm curious if a psychopath would be fine with eating human flesh and not get a mood penalty. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with these guys. So Prissy, Ogre, and Axel will be our heroes for Season 3. And I apologize for the sort of long intro, the long setup, but you know it has to be done. So the three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sounds of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So right off the bat, I see something new here. And I believe those are the solar panels that I read about in the thread. They are indeed solar cells, and we need these in order to build the... I can't build anything. Alright, this is going to be kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm going to do something a little different for this season. I'm going to just start off by showing you guys pretty much everything I'm doing. And depending on feedback from you guys, if a lot of you want me to go ahead and continue doing the thing where I sort of cut in and out, then I'll switch back to that. But I've had someone say that they would like to see some more stuff, so you know, I'll throw in some more stuff. I'm happy to accommodate people. So yeah, let's take stock of what we got. Well, right off the bat, we have some steel here, and we also have some steel up here in the top right. This looks like uranium, so we have some uranium near us. We have a good amount of steel over here, and it looks like we have a structure that I'm not sure if it's going to have the caskets inside. If it does, then that kind of sucks. I may have someone walk over there. I'll have Ogre walk over here just real quick to see if I get the little pop-up saying that something bad might happen. Yeah, it's an ancient structure. So, Ogre, we're not going to do anything with that. Let's see, are there any steam geysers? There's one over here, which puts us further away from the steel. Looking for stuff. A lot of survival packages down at the bottom right. There's another steam geyser over here. I don't really want to build on the border of a map in case they come in from that side, but we may have to. Okay, well, I guess we're going to build in this area right here. And that'll leave us plenty of room for farmland. I'm not actually sure if... I noticed there was some soil. I guess we don't have any here. I guess this is all marshy soil. Yeah, I was just going to say, I've noticed that some of the soil can be more fertile, and I don't know if that actually affects crops or anything like that, but let's go ahead and unforbid all of our stuff. What is that? Potato seeds. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the Terminator seeds. These are genetically engineered single generation seeds that will grow crops capable of providing one harvest before self-destructing. So we need to get some seeds from, I believe, traders. I'm not sure where else we can find them. Alright, and we started with a normal pistol, a normal survival rifle, and a normal plasteel knife, just like usual. So Axel is going to get the survival rifle, and Ogre will get the pistol, which is there, and Prissy will get the knife. I'm not sure where the knife was. It's a tree. What's in the area? Is there a knife here? Knife. Come on now. Am I just missing it? I feel like I'm just missing it. You know what, we're just gonna have to deforest that area so we can find our knife. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a stockpile set up. Zones, we want a stockpile just to hold everything, and I'll just kind of throw it right here for now. And you can put everything there except for rotten, preferred priority, which doesn't really matter, I guess, in the whole scheme of things. So we'll have them get started. And let's go ahead and take, it's for hunting. I want the two of these guys to do hunting. Actually not Prissy because she'll only have a knife. So yeah, I want Ogre to do the hunting to get up his shooting skill. Once Prissy gets a weapon, I'll do the same for her. Ogre's going to be doing the cooking and the doctoring. Everyone can do controlling because I don't know that we're really going to have switches or anything like that. Everyone can do cleaning except for Prissy because I want her to focus on research once we start doing that. Hauling, no one's really good at art, so I don't think we're going to worry about that. We'll have Axel do the crafting and the growing. And I guess plant cutting for everyone because I think that's trees. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that for right now. Really, the main thing I wanted to do was make sure that Prissy could get the research going, and that Ogre was doing the cooking, and Axel would be doing most of the growing. So let's get started. Can we build anything right off the bat? Structures. We can build stuff. So let's build a little wooden house area for them, a little town hall, if you will. And that's gonna, is that gonna be in? I'm not really trying to plan anything out right now. I just want to get a room for them to have stuff in. So let's drag this down. They may have to do some chopping of the trees, and we'll give you guys a wooden door on that side, I guess. And I will go ahead and set up chop wood for this area. There's the knife right there. Prissy, you can equip the knife. Thank you for moving it into the storage area. Alright, so kind of curious how the power is going to go. For production, we have a butcher table, a research table, and a campfire. And we can make them some beds, so I'll put some beds in here. I guess just over here against that wall. That way they'll have some place to sleep. Temperature, we don't have access to anything. Decor, we can do some plant pots. We do have our standard flooring, so I'll drag that across. Furniture, so we have access to that. Graves, maybe we have to research the stuff. How much is that going to be? I don't want to know what the campfire is. 150 steel or 60 steel, 90 wood. I'm more comfortable with this just because I don't want to use our steel for anything right now because I don't know what we're going to need it for. Alright, so we got this going. Let's go ahead and get this sorted out. I'll probably put the medicine inside in a little stockpile. We will need a butcher table and a campfire so we can get them their food, because we can't make a nutrient paste dispenser. So that's going to need to get taken care of too. So this is going to be their little home for a while. And they're chopping down some trees, getting everything moved around. I guess I'll be able to put a table and stuff in here. The campfire I'll just leave. Actually, you know what? I'll do some flooring. I guess we'll do it out of, I'll do it out of this stuff right here, the marble wall. I want to deconstruct all of this, and then I'll use that to do a little floor area for the campfire in the corner. Or actually, I'll do it in the center of the room. That way it'll provide them with some warmth if they need it, and also they'll be able to cook on it. Little boy doesn't know what's going on. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. I'm excited. It's kind of weird to not see any power or anything like that going on. They do have all their beds built. Kind of wish they would have finished the house first, but I gave them too much stuff to do, so that was my fault. Prissy, Ogre, and Axel. Alright, that needs steel, wood, and work. We do have steel, I hope. Okay, we did start with steel, so that's good. Okay. That worried me for a little bit, and this is marble. So let's figure out. I think I made this even. Yeah, I did make this even. That sucks. The OCD is real. Alright, research. What can we do? Stone cutting. Refine rock chunks into stone blocks that can be used for construction, so that's normal. Tailoring is for clothing, so that looks like it's normal. Smithing. Primitive tools and weapons out of raw material, I believe that's normal, and so is brewing as well. Build and repair simple electrical devices, so we need to research electrics so we can get some power up. So we're going to start with that, and I will take Prissy off of plant cutting, and I do want to get, I think we have the floor set there already. Alright, so I guess we have marble. Let's do a little bit of marble. And this is just purely for aesthetic reasons. I'm fairly confident that it won't burn the building down. So this is going to be like our little fire pit area right here. And production campfire goes right there. Okay, that's weird. I see what's going on though. Campfire goes right there, and then butcher table I will keep outside. And the medicine, I'm kind of worried about it just sitting out there. I may put that in the corner. But I want to make these guys comfortable. So let's get them a short wooden table. And we can plop that down. I guess we'll put it down right here. With some wooden stools. And let's give our first... Oh wait, no, we need the butcher table before we do that. This is interesting. So we're pretty much going to need to hunt just what we need to eat. I'll build a kitchen back off here. So let's go ahead and get that going. And the reason I say that is because we don't have any refrigeration. So I'm trying to think how big I want to do this. I want to do something like that, and then that'll give space for a cooking area right here, and then we'll have a door, and the butcher's table can also be in here on the other side. I'm not too worried about the brewing aspect at the moment. So we'll put you here, and you'll go across like so. Something like that, and the door will be right here, I guess. Actually, you know what? I'll move that out one more. Don't really need it this big, but I'm doing it this big. And then this will be, just for the time being, a little fridge area. It won't even be a fridge. It'll just be like a dry storage. But I will put, we'll put our meals in there, and we'll put our probably our medicine in there too. Anything perishable, I guess, for right now. I guess just the medicine and the food, and then we'll have a storehouse somewhere else. So that's all roofed in, which is great. Let's go ahead and get some floors put in, and then I will set up the stockpile. Everyone knows that you don't want to stay on this rock for long, but Prissy is suggesting that you give the colony a name anyways. What should it be called? Microton. You know what? I like that name. Prissy, one of our heroes from last season. She didn't make it off the world, but she made it possible for everyone else to get off the world. I'm aware that we need some defenses and that we don't have a meal source, but I'm working on it. I will go ahead and zone a stockpile right here. And this stockpile, not the bush, stockpile 2, I will rename as, I guess, pantry for right now. So you'll be the pantry. Storage, we'll put you as critical. Clear everything. Food, I want all of the food in here. And I also would like medicine in here for the time being as well. And that should be good. We also need to get the table down so we can butcher the animals. So let's plop that down. I guess I could have put the fire in here, but I didn't want them to get cold or anything at night. So how long does this last? I'm curious. Doesn't say. But you know, that's fine. It sucks that we won't have any light. I kind of wish we could get windows or something. A lore keeper from the Ciara of the Stream is visiting the colony. He is named Ciara Born. Is he actually like the leader? Actually, is that... I don't know. I don't know how to tell if he's the leader or anything. It's just male warrior of the Ciara of the stream, and his name is Ciara, so yeah. Research. So Prissy. What is Prissy doing that's keeping her from researching? She's not really supposed to be doing anything other than hauling, which I'm fine with her helping move and build things. We do have research going right now, which is nice. They're getting some trees chopped down. We do have the butcher table set up, so I will go ahead and set up some hunt orders, and we'll go ahead and take these guys out and take these guys out as well. And the bills, I will add a bill real quick. Configure, do it forever, and we'll put the radius down to, I guess, right here, just for right now. Oh, and I do need to set this stockpile to accept animal corpses as well. So we do have some medicine getting stored up. I do want to have them eventually come over here and grab all of these survival meals, because that could really save us, since it seems like getting food is going to be a little bit harder. I know I can plant the potatoes, but I'm a little worried about it. I guess I should, just because it would be a lot more food than the meat we're going to be getting. And on here, let's look at this real quick. Add a bill for cook a simple meal. Configure, do it, I guess, forever. No, we'll do it until we have 10, because that's a stack. So yeah, it's already set to 10, and we'll do the radius for 25 just for right now. And we can use meat and vegetables, which is good. Okay, so they have a room set up. They're sharing a room, which will kind of, annoy them a little bit. It's unfortunate that all of this stuff is dark, but I guess I could crack open a wall. That way some light would bleed through, or maybe take down this door. Maybe I'll take down that door. That way some light will at least get in there from the campfire. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this first episode of Season 3. It's good to be back, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this season. It's kind of weird getting started and not being able to drop down power and have lights and a cook stove and all that right off the bat, but it's also kind of exciting. So I'm interested to see how this mod will play out, how much more challenging it makes things, and how the research tree will pan out. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it. I'm going to be showing you guys everything, so I guess I don't really need to tell you what we have planned for the future, because you will see everything I'm doing. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button. And as always, have a good one.